Hi, this is a January 2021 real estate market update for the San Francisco Bay Area county of San Mateo County. Hey, it's me, Joe Polyak, local San Francisco Bay Area real estate agent, and I put together videos like this about the local San Francisco Bay Area real estate market for people like yourself who might be thinking about buying or selling real estate in the near future, or just maybe interested in what's going on in our local market. If you like this video, if you find it helpful, please don't forget to hit subscribe, hit the like button, hit the little bell notification next to it if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're watching it on one of the other platforms that we posted it on, please don't forget to share, comment, and like. I've kind of dropped the ball a little bit in recent months and haven't done one of these market updates, and my goal for 2021 and beyond is to stay consistent and do a good, strong market update, at least for San Mateo County, but I'm also going to shoot for some of the other counties in the San Francisco Bay Area. These videos, they take some time and a little bit of additional effort on my part, but I'm happy to do them, and I enjoy doing them when I'm not too busy hustling and selling too many homes. So the first thing we're going to take a look at is just the data that has come out recently from San Mateo Association of Realtors, and it is for single family homes. So the first thing that we're going to take a look at is just seeing here the new homes that hit the market in the entire county. 375. Inventory was 400 homes at the end of the month, and 241 homes sold at the end of the month. And so the average days on market for January of 2021 was 35. When you compare those numbers to January of 2020, you see that it is a major increase in the amount of activity that's went on in San Mateo County in January 2021 versus 2020. And that's most likely due to the, again, pent-up demand and some of the pent-up activity that happened during COVID-19, during March, April, May, during the time when things were shut down and people couldn't do real estate. We couldn't buy or sell real estate for a little while. So again, 283 new homes hit the market in January 2020. 300 almost were left on the market at the end of the month, and 178 homes sold throughout the entire month. Now, the main difference is that there's a lot more activity in January 2021 versus 2020, but the days on market is down significantly in 2021. So what that tells us is that homes are selling faster, and even though there's a major increase in supply, there's also an even bigger increase in demand in those people who are looking to buy properties here. Again, this is data for single family homes. We'll get to condos in just a bit. The average sales price was $1.884 million, and the median sales price was $1.422 million in January 2020. When we jump over to January 2021, that's going to be an average increase, $200,000, almost $200,000 to $2,035,000. And again, basically almost a $200,000 increase year over year of $1.6 million, a little bit over $1.6 million for the median price. That is a major increase, and that is a record-breaking January, on the heels of a major pandemic. So the market is very, very hot for single family homes in San Mateo County in January 2021, coming off of the new year. And we see that with a median price per square foot of just a little bit over $1,000 for the entire county. Whereas last year, January 2020, it was almost $100 less, $905. And when we look at the list price to sales price ratio, the median list to sale price ratio was, or I'm not sure if median is the correct way to categorize that, but basically the average home sold for 2% over asking in January of 2020. When we fast forward to January of 2021, just a little bit more, a little bit of an increase. So homes are generally selling for just a little bit more than ask price on average. But as you see here, a lot of cities have a lot different trends. And for example, Belmont was 13% over asking was the average in the entire city out of 14 sales for single family homes. There's a couple of cities that are outliers, and we'll take a look at some of the other ones. Are South San Francisco 6% over asking, and Redwood Shores 6% over asking, but everything else generally kind of stayed around that same thing, except for El Granada and Pescadero, I believe only had one sale, so that's not really reflective of what's going on in the market. Overall sales volume almost 500 million just for the month of January alone in 2021, it was 335 million in January 2020. Let's take a look at condos. Okay, January 2021 condo sales. 158 new came on the market. Inventory, 195 stayed on the market at the end of the month, and 93 sold in the entire month of January 2021. How does that compare to 2020? 104 new hit the market, 98 left at the end of the month, and 74 sold. So again, we have a major increase in activity and inventory, but on the flip side here, demand actually maybe dropped just a little bit because days on market average was 39 days on market. A home sat on the market before it sold in January 2021, whereas it was only 38 in 2020. Now, average sales price $910,000 last year, $847,500 was the median. And when we pull up January 2021, those numbers are actually almost the same. Average price is a little bit higher and median price is a little bit lower. So prices have not changed. Again, that's reflective of the demand that exists for condos and townhomes generally has dropped a bit, in my opinion. What happened is a lot of people who lived in maybe San Francisco or were renting here have decided during the pandemic that they're sick of their house and they want to buy, and they want a single family house with a yard, and I think that increased the demand. A lot of the people who were interested in buying condos in San Mateo County and townhomes, a lot of them probably said, well, why would I buy a $800,000, $900,000, million, $1.1 million condo or townhome here where I'm in a hallway and I'm, close quarters during a pandemic? It's not really good. Why don't I just go over the bridge? And we saw that in a major increase in the real estate activity in the East Bay, Hayward, San Leandro, San Lorenzo, Oakland, all of the East Bay, really. I mean, San Ramon and Danville and Walnut Creek are completely on fire. Pleasant Hill, homes are selling like crazy. So a lot of these people who would have bought condos and townhomes here, had they still had to worry about their commute, are working from home now and are saying, why would I buy this little 2-bedroom condo, 1-bedroom condo, when I can go buy a house just a 20, 30, 40-minute drive away, and I'm working from home probably for the next year or two at least anyways. That's what I'm seeing and what I'm hearing from a lot of people, and what our sales, out of 45 sales in 2020, that's a lot of them. That was exactly what happened. List price percentage 2021 was 99%. Homes sold 99% of what their ask price was, and so that dropped a little bit from 2020. January 2020 was homes were selling about 2% over asking, and sales volume in January 2020 was 67 million, and now when we bounce over to January 2021, it was 86 million. So that's increased. So the total number of sales increasing. We see that because there was a lot more sales and homes sold. So even though in relation to the supply, the demand might have been down a little bit, generally the supply and demand kind of kept pace with each other for the most part. The market slowed down a little bit, more homes hit the market, but demand did go ahead and eat that up. But the reason why we're not seeing the same level of increases and craziness as we see in the single family home market, in my opinion, is because people decided to move to a more affordable area and sacrifice their commute because for now they don't have one. And now we're just going to take a quick look at this neat little chart here that shows us exactly the real estate price activity. And if you see here, just a major skyrocketing number here. So yes, single family homes, to summarize, single family homes, San Mateo County, Mid-Peninsula, all of San Mateo County really are just on fire, are just selling very quickly and for a lot of money, and prices have just significantly gone up year over year at least. And we are at record levels, as you see here. Condos, it's okay. It's still, the market is still hot compared to, a buyer's market. It's by no stretch of the imagination a buyer's market, but it is not keeping pace with the single family home market. So a lot of people always ask me, what do you think long term is a better investment? Well, generally, if you're thinking about solely price appreciation, I believe that overall, over the long term, single family homes will outperform in price appreciation condominiums and townhomes. We've been hearing a lot of news and a lot of information about this exodus that's going to hit California, or that's hitting California. Everybody's moving out. Everybody's leaving. Oracle left, and Hewlett-Packard, the company that invented Silicon Valley, is leaving, and Palantir left, and all these other companies are going to leave, and Tesla, and all these people are migrating out. They're sick of it, and downtown San Francisco is a wasteland, and all these things. In my opinion, the truth of the matter is simply this, that a lot of people are moving out of the San Francisco Bay Area. In my opinion, for the most part, these are going to be people who have been on the fence about moving out of the area for a long time anyway, and primarily due to affordability issues. And an example is my cousin, who was renting a one-bedroom apartment in Redwood City, and not even a great neighborhood of Redwood City, for like $2,000 a month, bought a brand new 5-bedroom, 3-bath home in Austin, Texas, moved there for $400,000, brand new. He was able to customize his flooring and his kitchen and all those things. That mortgage payment, if you did the math, is less than what he was paying for a 1-bedroom apartment. So I think that's the case with a lot of people, whether they're from here or they've been here for a while or not been here that long at all either. However, now when we consider a lot of the other people who are moving away, in my opinion, a lot of tech employees, or a lot of people who moved to San Francisco, to the Valley, to live the dream, to get into that startup life, and rub shoulders with some of the biggest VCs and enjoy the area. What happened during the pandemic is everything is shut down. There's no more person-to-person contact. The restaurants are closed, the bars are closed, coffee shops are closed, everything is closed. You don't have all of the things that you came here for in the first place. So many of those people said, well, hey, I can make almost or basically the same amount of money working remotely. Why don't I just go somewhere else? So why don't I just go travel the US in an RV? Why don't I go buy a place in Austin, Texas, because the jobs there are good? Why don't I buy in Seattle? Why don't I move where there's no state income tax? Florida, Texas, I think Nevada as well. A lot of people moved away for that reason. In my opinion, a lot of those people were tenants anyway and did not really have a long-term connection with the San Francisco Bay Area. Whereas, in my opinion, the people who are buying here have already established roots and oftentimes are multi-generational, like myself, my family, my wife's family. A lot of us will never move away just because everybody that we know, everybody that we grew up with is here. A lot of those people are staying here, and that is enough to create this amazing amount of demand. Now, generally, on a national level, I feel that after the 2008 financial crisis, because what happened was we overbuilt leading up to that time and built way too many homes, that building took a halt and really slowed down quite a bit over the last 10 years. And so that slowdown in the building was not enough to keep up with the population increases, income increases, and the amazing economic flourishing that's gone on since that time, since the 2011, the bottom of housing prices in our area. Since that time, everything has skyrocketed. Asset prices and employment and paychecks and how much people are getting paid and businesses and all of these things. So I believe that just due to the general very low amount of supply that's out there in the market, we are seeing increasing demand, and the supply just has not been able to keep up with it. So I hope this video was helpful. I did my best to give you a little synopsis with some of my opinions, but also keep it as objective as I can. But of course, I have to sprinkle in some of my subjective local real estate agent magic. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, share, comment. I like making these videos for you, and if you find it valuable, it'd be great if I can keep sending them to you. So again, my name is Joe Polyak, local San Francisco Bay Area real estate agent. I live in Belmont, and most of my business is in the peninsula in San Francisco. We have a team of agents who serves the entire San Francisco Bay Area, each county, and at least one agent on our team, or a couple of agents specializing in each geographic area. So if you have any questions or you're thinking about buying or selling real estate, feel free to give me a call. My number is 415-595-2647. You could also text me on that number, and my email address is joe@homesbyrise.com.